Good day and welcome. I'm Stefan with Trending Update USA, bringing you the latest updates from the world of professional tennis. In a dramatic turn of events on the ATP Tour, Coco Gauff's former coach has openly criticized rising American star Ben Shelton following yet another crushing defeat at the hands of his Spanish rival. The comments, which have quickly made headlines, reflect growing concerns about Shelton's consistency and mental toughness on the court, sparking intense debate among tennis analysts, fans, and fellow players. Shelton, who has been hailed as one of the most promising young talents in American tennis, has faced mounting pressure to convert his potential into consistent performances at the highest level. However, his repeated struggles against Spanish opponents have raised questions about his ability to adapt under pressure and perform in critical matches. The latest loss occurred at a prominent ATP event where Shelton was expected to make a deep run. Facing a seasoned Spanish opponent, Shelton initially demonstrated strong baseline play and a confident service game, but as the match progressed, cracks in his performance began to show. Key moments, including missed break opportunities and unforced errors, ultimately tipped the balance in favor of the Spaniard. Fans watching the match were quick to notice the pattern, recalling similar outcomes in previous encounters where Shelton struggled against players with strong tactical awareness and heavy topspin shots, a hallmark of Spanish tennis. This recurring issue has now become a talking point in the broader discussion about his development as a player on the ATP Tour. Coco Gauff's former coach, who has worked closely with Shelton in the past, did not hold back in his post-match analysis. In an interview with leading sports media, he expressed frustration over what he perceives as Shelton's inability to execute under pressure and capitalize on his natural talent. Ben has all the tools to succeed, but right now, it's a mental game more than anything else, the coach stated. He needs to focus on consistency, shot selection, and handling the big moments. Until he does, these losses will keep repeating themselves. The blunt assessment has triggered a wave of discussion among tennis fans and analysts, some agreeing with the critique, others suggesting that Shelton is still young and learning to navigate the complexities of professional tennis. Shelton's journey on the ATP Tour has been closely followed by fans who see him as a potential future star for American men's tennis. At just 21 years old, he has already demonstrated flashes of brilliance, with powerful serves, athletic court coverage, and an aggressive baseline game. However, translating raw talent into consistent victories remains a challenge, particularly against experienced opponents who exploit weaknesses in his tactical play. The recurring struggles against Spanish players, known for their patience, footwork, and tactical awareness, have become a focal point in the analysis of his career trajectory. Observers note that improving performance against such opponents is critical if Shelton hopes to rise further in the rankings and contend for major titles. The recent criticism from Gauff's former coach has added fuel to an ongoing debate about Shelton's mental approach to the game. Tennis, particularly at the professional level, requires a combination of technical skill, physical conditioning, and mental resilience. Shelton's losses in high-pressure matches suggest that while his talent is undeniable, refining his mental game is essential for achieving consistent success. Analysts have highlighted the importance of experience, preparation, and strategic adaptability when facing players who employ varying styles, such as the heavy topspin, angled shots, and patient baseline play often associated with Spanish competitors. Developing the ability to manage these challenges is a key component of Shelton's growth as a professional athlete. Fans have also weighed in on social media, expressing a mixture of concern and support. Many acknowledge Shelton's potential, pointing out that setbacks are part of the learning curve for any young athlete. Others echoed the sentiment of Gauff's former coach, emphasizing that without improved consistency and mental focus, Shelton risks stagnation in his development. The public discourse reflects broader conversations in tennis communities about nurturing young talent, providing constructive guidance, and recognizing that early setbacks can serve as valuable lessons for long-term improvement. The Spanish opponent, meanwhile, showcased tactical mastery throughout the match, exploiting weaknesses in Shelton's positioning and shot selection. By varying spin, pace, and angles, the Spaniard maintained control and forced Shelton into reactive play. The ability to remain composed under pressure and capitalize on crucial points demonstrated why experienced players often have an edge in high-stakes encounters. For Shelton, this loss serves as a case study in the challenges of transitioning from promising young talent to consistently competitive professional. Shelton's coaching team is reportedly reviewing the match in detail, analyzing points of improvement and tactical adjustments that could prevent similar outcomes in future contests. Areas of focus include serving consistency, shot placement, point construction, and mental composure during pivotal moments. Coaches emphasize that building resilience and strategic awareness is a gradual process, requiring both on-court practice and off-court preparation. The feedback from Gauff's former coach, while pointed, aligns with the goal of providing Shelton with constructive criticism that can accelerate his growth and help him reach his full potential. Historically, American men's tennis has celebrated young talents who face early setbacks before achieving major success. Players such as Andy Roddick, Pete Sampras, and more recently, Taylor Fritz, experienced challenges during their formative years on the tour, particularly when facing players with contrasting styles or strong tactical discipline. Shelton's situation fits into this broader context, reminding fans and analysts that early career losses do not define ultimate potential. What matters is how an athlete responds to setbacks, adapts strategies, and strengthens both mental and technical aspects of their game. The recurring issue of Shelton struggling against Spanish opponents has drawn particular scrutiny. Analysts note that Spanish players often rely on consistency, patience, and the ability to construct points strategically. These qualities can expose gaps in an opponent's defensive coverage or mental focus, leading to repeated losses if adjustments are not made. Shelton's athleticism and power provide a strong foundation, but refining tactical awareness, point construction, and adaptability will be crucial for overcoming such challenges. The critique from Gauff's former coach highlights the importance of addressing these areas proactively. Media outlets have extensively covered the post-match criticism, generating debate across sports networks and social media platforms. Some commentators suggest that public critiques, while harsh, are intended to motivate Shelton and draw attention to areas requiring improvement. Others argue that such comments can place undue pressure on young athletes, potentially affecting confidence and performance. The balance between constructive criticism and supportive guidance is delicate, particularly for players navigating the early stages of a high-pressure professional career. Fans have also discussed Shelton's response to the criticism and his ability to bounce back. Resilience in professional sports is often measured not only by victories, but by how athletes learn from setbacks. Many young players experience public critique, and Shelton's capacity to use these observations constructively will play a significant role in his development. Observers note that combining technical refinement with mental fortitude is key to translating raw talent into sustained competitive success. Shelton's recent tournament results have been inconsistent, alternating between promising victories and disappointing losses. This pattern underscores the challenge of maintaining high performance against diverse opponents and varying playing conditions. Analysts highlight that exposure to different styles, court surfaces, and competitive pressures is essential for young players seeking to solidify their rankings and gain experience. Shelton's coaching team is reportedly working on comprehensive training plans to address these areas, combining match analysis, targeted drills, and mental conditioning to enhance performance in future tournaments. The commentary from Coco Gauff's former coach also touches on the broader theme of mentorship and guidance in professional tennis. Experienced coaches provide insights not only on technical adjustments but also on mental preparation, strategic thinking, and adapting to the psychological demands of high-level competition. For Shelton, receiving feedback from someone who has worked closely with elite players offers an opportunity to refine his approach, recognize weaknesses, and leverage strengths effectively. Constructive mentorship is a cornerstone of development in tennis, and Shelton's ability to embrace these lessons may define the trajectory of his career. Tennis analysts have pointed out that Shelton's athletic gifts are undeniable. His powerful serve, explosive movement, and aggressive baseline play create opportunities for dominance against less experienced opponents. However, tennis at the top level demands precision, patience, and the ability to maintain focus throughout long matches. Shelton's repeated losses to Spanish rivals highlight the importance of balancing raw power with tactical execution, mental resilience, and adaptability. Each defeat provides valuable insight into areas for growth, reinforcing the need for continuous learning and preparation. Fans continue to engage with Shelton's journey on social media, offering support, advice, and encouragement. Many emphasize that setbacks are part of professional sports, and that young athletes often emerge stronger after early career challenges. The combination of public support and constructive feedback from experienced coaches creates a framework for Shelton to develop both confidence and skill. Observers note that players who effectively utilize such guidance often achieve long-term success, turning early losses into valuable lessons that shape their competitive approach. As Shelton prepares for upcoming tournaments, the focus will be on refining his game, building mental resilience, and implementing tactical adjustments to address recurring challenges. Coaches emphasize the importance of analyzing match footage, identifying patterns of vulnerability, and practicing strategies to counter specific styles of play. This comprehensive approach is designed to equip Shelton with the tools necessary to compete effectively against top-ranked opponents and achieve consistent results on the ATP Tour. The American tennis community remains invested in Shelton's development, recognizing his potential to become a major contender in men's tennis. While criticism from figures such as Coco Gauff's former coach may seem harsh, it underscores the importance of addressing weaknesses and striving for continuous improvement. Shelton's response to these challenges will be a defining factor in his career, shaping his reputation as a resilient, adaptable, and competitive professional. The conversation surrounding Shelton's performance also reflects broader discussions in sports about the role of public critique, coaching, and mentorship in athlete development. While some view public criticism as potentially demoralizing, others argue that it serves as a catalyst for growth and heightened focus. Shelton's ability to navigate these dynamics, learn from feedback, and implement necessary changes will determine his trajectory in the competitive world of professional tennis. Looking ahead, Shelton has opportunities to recalibrate his approach, refine his game, and demonstrate resilience in future competitions. With guidance from his coaching team, support from fans, and personal determination, he can address recurring challenges, enhance tactical awareness, and build mental fortitude. Analysts and fans alike will be watching closely to see how Shelton responds to criticism, adapts strategies, and harnesses his potential to compete successfully against top-ranked opponents. Despite recent setbacks, Shelton's talent, athleticism, and competitive drive provide a solid foundation for future success. The criticism from Coco Gauff's former coach, while pointed, serves as a reminder that consistent performance at the professional level requires attention to both technical and mental aspects of the game. Shelton's ability to internalize these lessons, remain focused, and apply them in matches will be crucial as he seeks to establish himself as a leading figure in American men's tennis. The tennis world will continue to monitor Shelton's progress closely. Fans remain hopeful that he will translate his natural ability into consistent victories, overcome recurring challenges against specific opponents, and fulfill the promise that has made him one of the sport's most exciting young prospects. The dialogue between athletes, coaches, and the broader tennis community underscores the dynamic nature of professional development and the importance of resilience, adaptability, and continuous learning in achieving success. In conclusion, while Ben Shelton's recent loss to his Spanish rival and the accompanying criticism from Coco Gauff's former coach may have raised eyebrows, it also presents an opportunity for growth, learning, and future triumphs. His journey reflects the challenges faced by young athletes navigating professional tennis, highlighting the importance of combining talent with mental toughness, tactical refinement, and guidance from experienced mentors. As Shelton continues to develop, fans and analysts alike will be eager to witness how he responds to these challenges and progresses on his path towards sustained success on the ATP Tour.